Right, just getting Discord set up and we're good. Okay. Hello. Christmas lights. I have Christmas lights up. I also have Christmas lights up in the house now as well. So yeah, I tried to post a video on Discord and it didn't work. It was just showing the new Christmas lights and stuff. I've been trying to get the tree up, but bullshit has been happening to me. So, you know, it happens. Bullshit just seems to focus on me sometimes. And yeah, we are having another windy storm thing happen as well right now, which is so great. Although it has been really helpful because like I had my pipe in the house, right? And I closed the living room off, so it was kind of like getting a bit smoky. And I was just like, this is really uncool. You know, why did I shut the door? That was weird. So I opened the door, and I opened the front door, and I opened the back door, and immediately you could see it. It basically just like the room cleared, just like that, because it was so stormy and the wind was going in just the right direction that essentially it was hitting the back of the house, and it just pushed all of it out of the house, and it was just like just gone. It's like, oh, helpful. Like I knew that would happen. I just didn't expect it to happen that quickly. It was like it was that quickly, you know, right after I filmed something, it was that quickly, and then I could just jump in the shower, and I thought, well, that's something that's less bullshit. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure it's already destroyed some of the fence again. That we just fixed that. But yeah. Anyway, yeah, the past couple of days I've had a bit of a weird one. Like immediately after my partner left, I suddenly had kind of like a really bad tummy ache, like really bad gas cramps. It felt like, and then I basically had I emptied myself into the bathroom toilet. I didn't vomit or anything. It's the other kind of emptying myself. And yeah, that was not cool. That was just really uncool. And then it basically made me feel really tired because like if anybody who has had like a bad tummy ache or bad like you know a really bad kind of like a belly bug, you know, basically like you got the squits kind of situation, you know, you food poisoning is what I'm trying to say. Why couldn't I find food poisoning in my head? That was so dumb. Yeah, if anybody's had like food poisoning or something, you sometimes feel very fatigued, and there's a couple of reasons for that. Number one is that your food is basically not being processed into energy, so there's that. And number two, it takes a lot for your bowels and stuff. Like you know how like a lot of your muscular movement and stuff like that. That isn't a lot of your energy. A lot of your energy actually goes, you know, that your body actually produces and uses and all that stuff. A lot of it happens on your insides, you know. It's why you basically can feel absolutely exhausted at the very end of the day when you haven't really done anything. If you haven't really been to the gym, if you haven't been for a walk or anything, you feel absolutely tired. Not because it's nighttime, but basically because your body has been working. You know, your body has been working. Your brain takes up a lot of calories as well. But yeah, and when you have food poisoning, your stomach is really churning. It's really trying to get everything sorted again so you can not die. And it's like, yeah, that takes a lot of your energy and stuff. So yeah, I was exhausted and I had a bad tummy and I also had a headache because also I was a bit dehydrated because of the food poisoning, whatever bullshit that was, the random tummy bug. I don't think it was food poisoning. I think it just had like a random tummy bug. Yeah, it didn't last long. It just was like, yeah, just in the middle of the day, I had that, had a power nap, and was fine. So yeah. So that was yesterday. I did get my Pokemon cards all sorted and stuff. I'm still in the process of trying to figure out how to catalog them properly. I know Pokemon card talk. This will probably get rid of a bunch of people, but this is what I did when I was trying to stay very close to the bathroom. I was organizing my Pokemon cards because I couldn't do any editing because I had a headache, and also because this office is not entirely close to a bathroom. It's in a different building, so there's that. um, so yeah, all I could do was basically do the Pokemon cards, and which is fine because I actually enjoy that. It's just that it's a big time suck, and also, yeah. But yeah, I'm trying to decide exactly how to organize my Pokemon cards because I've got a big binder full of Pokemon cards, and I might need another binder. I've got so many that it's overfilling the binder. You know, it's like it's a bit full up. It's not full up yet, but it's like a little bit. I just need like a few more pages of cards, and that's it. I'm gonna have to get a new binder. So I'm trying to figure out a way to separate them, and I think I'm going to separate them by generation eventually. I think it's just wherever I'm going to store these. I don't know. So yeah, I'm just on, and I'm in the process of cataloging and organizing my Pokemon cards still. But for now, they are okay in that one binder, and they're all organized, and that's great. If I get any more, I'm going to basically like I'm going to separate the system. I've got the separation system in place, ready for if I do get any more Pokemon cards. And I'm excited for that because I know some are on their way because somebody is a bastard and won't stop getting me Pokemon cards. No, this is a good thing. I don't mind when people get me Pokemon cards. I really don't. It's just that when people get me, like, if you get me Pokemon cards, make sure that you get me a lot in one go. Then you don't have to worry about me for a long time, okay? Like, but this one person, it's Ice Pup. This one person basically he keeps getting me Pokemon cards, and then they get delivered to me individually. Like he orders a bunch of different things from eBay and Amazon, and they basically like he knows my address, and and they arrive separately, like within a couple of weeks of each other sometimes. So when I've just figured out and organized these one set of cards, I get a new set of cards, and this is hours of work. Organizing Pokemon cards is hours of work. Okay, like I love it, but it's like it is hours of work. So I prefer that basically it all gets done in just a couple of hours of work as opposed to like a couple of hours of work each time, every other week, you know. For one thing, I'd like to actually put the Pokemon cards back where they belong as opposed to just being in my kitchen and like I'm not going to bother putting it away because I'm just going to have to get it back down again to put more cards in it. But no, it's a good problem to have. People keep getting me things. It's really nice to get things. I know it's Christmas, but I normally don't get anything for Christmas, so this has been a very nice thing this year. Getting presents on Christmas, it's been very nice. I like that. So that's what I was doing yesterday. Today, I haven't been sick, which is good. I've got this kind of annoying cough thing that won't go away. like for a long time. I've had this for like months. It just seems to be. I thought it was just like a cold remnant. Like I had a really bad cold, and then basically it just like, or I think I might have even had COVID. I don't know, but essentially I just had this like very very tiny little every now and again, and it's like why, why? It's so annoying. It's just so frustrating. Um, but yeah, it keeps fucking with my throat as well. I'm having a hard time talking so much. I'm also yawning a lot because I've had a lot of calories. So I just filmed today. This is what I'm getting to. I filmed a bit today instead of doing editing like I was supposed to do. I actually filmed something, and I filmed something because well, time's running out. Like if I want to get these Christmas videos done, I have to edit them tomorrow. Ideally, it would be nice to edit them tonight, but I'm gonna go lay down. I don't know if I'm gonna go to sleep because I'm still full of. I'm very full of mood juice. If you've been on my Discord server, you would have seen some pictures. I've got like a couple of liters of mood juice. Yes, that's sometimes what I call milk. So yeah, because I had a bunch of like chocolate milk and regular milk. So yeah, and it's just like it's making me feel like I'm full of goo, which is a nice feeling, but it means that I feel very sluggish and lethargic. You know, this shoulder pain thing is back as well, but um, yeah. So what I've done today, I will get to it eventually. What I've done today is I started my day by doing just the chores and stuff because I'm here by myself. I was looking and repairing some storm damage, very minor stuff, just picking up shit in the garden, because we're in the middle of another storm. It's actually getting calmer right now. Well, I can hear it whooshing around outside. But we're actually going through another storm, which is fun. It's fun living in the windiest part in the country. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear that. It's very creepy because basically, like, there's a lot of ominous rumbling because I'm in my office and the walls are very thin compared to a house. I can continuously hear just like an ominous rumbling, you know, and I keep picturing things in my head like, oh, it's like there's a shockwave that's just barreling over like the miles and miles and miles and miles of farmland around me and stuff, and it's just barreling over, or it's like a tidal wave or something. It just, you know, I can't feel anything seismically. You know how basically, you know how basically when there's a giant tidal wave coming after you. No, um, I've read reports of people's experiences when they've had tidal waves and stuff like that, and even earthquakes and stuff. When you hear rumbling and you feel it, like you feel it in the ground, like you feel it with your feet. It's not just rumbling from the sky. It's actually you can feel it in the ground. That's when you should worry. But if you can just hear rumbling or like whooshing, windy noises, then yeah, you're probably still in danger, but you're in less danger. But yeah, all I can hear right now is just like continuous like rumbling and whooshing noises and stuff like that, and it's very, 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 very concerning. It's annoying. I'm not really that scared. I'm more kind of irritated because, I'm supposed to be like looking after the house, yes. Actually looking after the house, making sure that the gate doesn't get ripped off of its hinges, making sure that the fence panels basically don't, destroy the garden, trying to make sure that the gazebo stays up. That is lost course. That's a lost cause. That gazebo is twisted. I don't know how the wind did this, but it did this. There's a big gazebo outside. It's got no cover on it, and yet somehow the wind has managed to twist it. Like, what did the wind hold on to? It's rails of metal. How did it do that? So yeah, we're gonna have to get a new gazebo. That's fun. Somehow the hot tub is still out there. The hot tub has been like derelict for like 2 years. It's like it's an inflatable hot tub, and it's just like weighed down by rainwater that's left in the bottom of it. It's just out there. That's what the gazebo was over, and yeah, it's just there, unmoving. Did it get filled with cement or something? I don't understand that. It's so strange. We've had a mini tornado basically in our back garden, and yet it's still there. Fuck. So yeah, I've been dealing with that, and then I put up some Christmas lights because I was going to do the tree. I was going to do the lights and the tree. The lights, they took forever because I'm not a very tall person. It means that basically I had to somehow well, actually, I put the lights in the end of the mop, like in the mop handle, and then hoisted them over because I wanted to put them over the curtains because I can't reach because I'm not that tall. And yeah, this took lots of trial and effort, just trial and error and effort. It was just so hard. I don't know why it was this hard. It took me like 2 hours just to put up these lights. They look nice now, but at the same time, it's like, oh my god, no. So yeah, the tree isn't up yet. Yeah, and then it came time to the bit that everybody cares about. Then it came time to actually do the filming for the Christmas video, because I've been asking you guys for ideas for the Christmas video, and I just came up with something that I don't think I've done before. I've done it before, but I haven't done it in my Santa outfit, which in this case was just my red onesie. And yeah, it was just a milk chugging video kind of situation, and I think it came out okay. The only problem is that like the beard whiteness stuff that I've got, I have no idea when I bought this. I think it's like 4 or 5 years old now, but it's not new. I put 3 coats of it in my beard, and it didn't show up very good. Like if you've seen the pictures on Discord, it looks very grey. It doesn't look anything like it should. It's kind of a bit disappointing. So it's basically just me on the sofa, pretending like I've been captured by Krampus, and made to drink a bunch of milk, chocolate milk. I'm okay with that. It's just that, yeah, it's a bit disappointing. However, everything else in the video looked like it came out okay. And I had fun doing it. It was just a bit strange. It was a bit strange. I've never had this thing where kind of I'm like, I don't know. I was a bit hesitant to push record. Like I had everything set up, but for some reason I was really kind of just thinking to myself, I really don't want to do this. But then I convinced myself. Actually, I do. I don't know why I said that. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I've got the. I did have depression hit me a little bit, like a couple of days ago. So maybe it's just the remnants of that. I don't know. But yeah, I filmed it. It was like I said, it was fun. It was good to do. It was very simple. You know, it was a two camera job, two camera job video. So basically, I've got a couple of shots, a couple of different angles, a two angle. That's what I meant to say. A two angle shot video. Yes. And yeah, I got some good like sloshy noises. I got the burps in, you know. Like I got some good angles, and I also managed to like fit in that. I think the only thing I didn't get that I wanted to try was padding, but I don't think I'll be able to actually pad. Once I got the onesie on, it didn't feel like it would be able to actually take anything extra, you know. If I tried to put a pillow in there, I think it would have struggled. It would have struggled, and I didn't want to stretch out the onesie too much, you know. There was a whole. It's my only red onesie. I didn't want it to. I didn't want to break it. It's my only one. So yeah. So yeah, we've got like a couple of things. Then I had a shower. The shower. Got to tell you the story. It's kind of well, it's kind of funny. In my head, I'm just queuing up the words to say, you know, my internal teleprompter, and it's like, this sounds really epic, but in fact, it wasn't. Okay, it's like it just sounds really epic because of the way that my brain is going to tell it. You know, it's like I did battle naked with a spider in the bathroom. I was, I was in the bathroom. I was showering. I was getting all the stuff out of my beard. Um, I think that might have been it. My beard feels a bit bushier than it was last time I did this. I think that might be it. Like it actually went into the beard more than it did just the surface area. Like I was actually I was kind of stabbing with the brush because I use a paintbrush to apply it because I found it's the easiest way to do it. But yeah, I was getting it into there so that I could get rid of a lot of the darker hair and stuff from last time. Because last time it looked really good, but that was mainly because there was a thick coating just all over my entire beard, just from the outside, you know. But this time I wanted to get right in there, so I did that. Like it looked like it was working well in the mirror, you know. If you were really close up, and I did get a couple of close up shots, but if you were really close up, you could actually like see it did look kind of white, you know. But when you were further away, it looks kind of gray, just not even a light gray. It was kind of a dark gray. It didn't look much different than this, and it was just kind of, to me anyway, it was just kind of disappointing. It was just a bit disappointing looking at the playback and being like, oh, you know. But yeah, like when I was showering it out of my beard, it all came out, and it looked like a lot of it came out. So yeah, I don't know what happened. I just don't know what happened. I feel like I need to help her with all of my videos. You know, I'm starting to really wish that I had somebody else to help with the videos, because it's like, I don't know. They feel like they take a lot longer to film, even though they take about the same. You know, I filmed the leather video like a couple of days ago, and that was kind of like a bit disappointing as well. Even though I got all the shots that I wanted to get and stuff, I was missing. I had my cat and nine tails. You know, the flogging thing. I've got one of those, and I forgot to bring it for the video shoot, and I'm really pissed off at that. So that's annoying. But yeah. The Thanksgiving video turned out okay. So that's something. I've had nothing but positive feedback on that one. Yeah, so I was in the shower. I'm going to try to make it sound less epic, even though it wasn't epic anyway. I was in the shower. Oh my god. I was in the shower. And then on the ceiling was a spider. Now, normally I don't give a shit if spiders are on the ceiling when I'm in the shower. I don't like it if they're right above me when I'm in the shower. But like I can just ignore them almost, you know. I make a mental note of where they are, and then I kind of like focus on that whilst I'm still showering, you know. But yeah, this was an orb weaver, you know, big bum, um, you know, thickish legs. She wasn't that big overall. Just I'm talking about her proportions. Yeah, big round bum. So it was definitely a girl, and yeah, she was on the ceiling, and she kind of just looked at me, and I was just like, again, making mental note of where she was while I was showering my back. You know, she was at the far end of the bath, and I was just like, okay, what are you gonna do? And she started crawling towards me, like starting to get closer to above my head. So I was like, hey, because they don't like sound. So a lot of spiders they respond to sound sometimes. And yeah, she seemed to pay attention, and she kind of backed off, like she actually reversed, then turned around, and then started crawling away from me on the ceiling. And I was like, got to keep a mental note to keep checking on her. And as I was thinking that, she dropped above the bath. Now, because it's an orb weaver, she didn't fall into the bathtub, thank God. Because I absolutely hate that. I don't like being naked and picking up spiders. I have no problem picking up spiders. I prefer not to do it. And it's mainly because I don't want to hurt them. Okay, I'm not scared of spiders. I've explained this many, many times. I'm not really scared of spiders. I get surprised by them. Anyway, when I'm naked, though, in the shower, I have a far greater chance of A, killing her, and B, I just don't want her crawling around on my naked body. You know, it's just I don't want spiders crawling around on my naked body. It's not an unreasonable thing for me to request. Okay? But yeah, she dropped. She was just like, eh. So I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. And she began casting a line because she wanted to connect. She wanted to build a web for some reason at the opening of my shower. So whilst I was doing my hair, I was just like, do my hair a bit, you know, trying to get her web to go the other direction so she can fuck off. I was also yelling at her to fuck off. You know? Did my lights go out? So I got something in my eye now. Great. Great content. Yeah, awesome. So yeah, I was yelling at her to fuck off. And she wouldn't. She kept just like staying there. like webcasting. So it was just so annoying. Eventually, I kind of just like sprayed a bit of water at her, and she seemed to get the message, and she crawled back onto the ceiling, and then like started crawling away. And I was like, oh, thank God. And then she crawled out of sight, and I was like, perfect. Now I can continue to have my shower and not worry about this. So I do my hair, and then I start to soap up the spongy thing that I've got. And I turn around, and she's fucking there again on the ceiling. And she does the same thing again. She starts dripping down, and it's like, oh my God. Flick some water. She's not getting it this time. She's not getting the message this time. Oh my God. So what I did, I was just like, no, I'm not having this. I'm sick of this. I'm bored. I'm bored of this. I just want to finish my shower so I can come in here and basically like play on my game for a little bit before I do the live stream. So I just get we've got like a brush in the shower, a stick with a brush on it, and like I never used the bloody thing, and it also looks gross now because it's been in the shower and nobody's been using it for a long time, so it's slightly mildewy and gross. Anyway, we are going to wash it, honest. Yeah, we're going to steam clean it and everything. It's going to be great. Anyway, yeah, I just get the brush and I just kind of like hover over, where she is, just hoping she doesn't drop. Because if she fell into the bath now, it would have been like she would have fallen into the bath. She would have been like crazy panicking, and then she would have been on my foot. And then I don't want to accidentally think about what could have happened to her. Anyway, yeah, I just gently guide her out of the shower, and then I throw the thing in the sink. I'm just done. It's just like no more, no more. It was just no, no. And then I finish my shower, and then I come in here. Great story, I know. So yeah, that's been my day. That has been my day. That was my Christmas Eve Eve Eve. Eve Eve Eve. Christmas Eve Eve is tomorrow. Christmas Eve is the next day, and then it's Christmas. Yeah. I believe that's the way it goes. I believe it's the way it goes. So yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention, I have cleaned out the funnel and the hose completely. That was fun. That didn't take forever either. Oh, why is this eye being a shit? It's been a long time since I've been on stream, and my eye has been acting up. There we go. Hey, Sam. Hey, Sam. And it's the hose. The hose was the annoying part. The funnel's fine. That's easy to clean. Like it was just a bit dusty because it's been on the draining board for so long. But yeah, it's like it's the hose. It's like I don't have anything that will go all the way into the hose and then that I can scrub it around and stuff like that. I don't have anything that can do that. Like we've got a bottle brush and stuff, but it's too big to get into the actual hose, even though the hose itself is quite thick. You know, I was just going to chuck the whole thing away because it's just that I was going to chuck it away and then get a new one, but those cost money. So no. So yeah, what I did was I got some kitchen roll. I put some fairy liquid. I put some fairy liquid on the end of it. Like I put it into the hose, put some fairy liquid on top of it, and then stuck it on top of the hot tap after I let the hot tap run for a little while. So it's almost scalding hot water. And then basically just like turn it on, and it just slowly goes down the hose, and it like cleans, and it rubs, and when just before it gets to the end, I switch sides so that it goes back out again, and then I rinse the whole thing off. So yeah. Sam, did you see the pictures? Are you on my Discord still? Are you also on my Discord still? I don't see you. Oh my, I'm looking on my Discord. Okay. I recorded the Santa video. So I had to use I didn't use the funnel, I used the hose. But yeah, considering that hose has been in my office, it's just been on my floor, or in my office on the floor, which is like essentially the same as being outside. You know, it's a dirt floor. It's got chipboard down, but it's essentially a dirt floor. So it's been on my floor. The funnel has also been on the floor, but like I said, it just needs a rinse and a dust, and it's fine. Well, it doesn't need a dust after you rinse it. It's fine. You know, it's like cloth around it, rinse, sorted. The hose is another whole thing because first of all, I soaked it for like half an hour. Then I did this trick with the kitchen towel, and then I rinsed it, and then I dried it, and then I used it to like drink 2 liters of milk, basically. So yeah, I'm full of mood juice. I'm still full of mood juice. I do want to just lay down. So yeah, I've already filmed. I filmed the Christmas videos, so I'm gonna stop pestering people about that now. So yeah. Tomorrow's going to be fun. I'm going to be doing some more chores, making sure the storm hasn't destroyed my house. And it's mostly the garden, making sure that the storm hasn't destroyed the garden. And then I'm going to be editing all of this. Like both the Krampus video and the Santa video. And I'm going to have to try it real hard to not get distracted by anything. Because if I do that tomorrow, then I can make sure that the videos are up by Christmas. And also, that'll give me the time to do the tree the next day. So I should be all sorted. Toot. I'm done. I basically said everything. Oh, how's your Christmas going, dude? I did that weeks ago because Son of Santa. You need to do a food shop. That must be really convenient when you can just go to the store. I can't, even if I wanted to walk 2 miles, I can't actually go to the store right now. And I just used up all my milk. It's a good thing I don't drink tea or coffee or anything. But even if I wanted to walk 2 miles and then walk back with a load of shopping, um, I can't right now because there's a storm outside. And I don't want to slip and die. But yeah. You don't drive or anything, do you? Because then you could have basically had Christmas with me. Maybe if I basically was okay with showing my dirty house. It's not dirty, it's unorganized, it's cluttered, it's a tiny house. But yeah, I could have just said, come over here. Because you're relatively close by. But yeah. I'm also having a Christmas by myself, which is both nice. It's actually quite nice, you know. I'm not I don't feel super lonely or anything. It's just that, I'm feeling kind of charitable. I just like, not that you need charity. I'm just saying, I always feel very charitable this time of year. So yeah, maybe next year. Do you drive? I don't have a car. That's the thing. Yeah, I had about 3 years ago. I think it's 3 years ago. That's when the picture showed up on my timeline. You get those things on Facebook, and sometimes even your phone will just randomly show you a picture. It's like, remember this from 3 years ago? Ugh, seriously, I don't know why, but my eye is being a shit. It's been a good all for like a whole year. I feel like my eye has been not sucking on stream, and now it just decides that it wants to die. Yeah. So I had a picture like 3 years ago, and that's when I went to America, and of course it was during the virus times. So, like, it was just clearing up from the virus times. So essentially, I needed to do a bunch of like paperwork and tests and all of that stuff. But the thing that I forgot about was that when I got back, I'd have to quarantine, which is fine, except for I thought that I could quarantine with people. That sounds stupid. I thought I could quarantine at my mother-in-law's because, like, it's I'm part of their bubble or whatever. You know, weird terminology, COVID and all that stuff. No, because I had listed my address as being the place where I would be quarantining. I forgot about that. I had to stay here for Christmas in case they showed up and basically, like, yeah, I could get fined or whatever. So I had to stay here for Christmas, and it was it was not bad. It was actually quite nice. Yes, it was quite nice. I mean, like, I still remained in contact with everybody. Um, my mother was always like pissing me off because she kept saying how like, it's like, oh no, you're alone for Christmas. You must be so lonely. If only I could come and help. And it was like, I'm fine. Leave me alone. Go away. you know. Yeah. It was just like, yeah, it was pretty good, and I kind of just existed in my own head, which was fine. You know, everyone was always like, oh, you don't want to do that. And yet I talked to my therapist about this, and she said it was very healthy. Very healthy thing to do. Basically, yeah. And then I did it again because I was actually depressed, and I didn't want to just deal with people at all. And it was Christmas time. It was my favorite time of year, but it was like the year after. It wasn't the year. It was last year, basically. So yeah, last year I did it again, and it was nice. Yeah, it was nice, and it really helped with my depression. It was pretty cool, you know. And the reason why I did it this year is because a my mother-in-law doesn't have the facilities to host me specifically this time. Um, Basically, there just aren't any beds, and I don't want to. I don't want to be the guy that that sleeps at random hours in the middle of the living room. I hate that. That is one of the worst kind of hells for me. Is when I basically like nod off, sitting up. Is because like I never get enough like actual quality sleep that way, and I always wake up like and it's hell. It's fucking hell. It's like falling asleep in the car. I always fall asleep in the fucking car, and this always happens to me, and I hate it. And I always wake up, and I always feel fucking tired so bad. Oh, anyway. So there's that, and also we have had storm damage to our garden, which means that like a couple of fence panels. Well, we can't put a couple of fence panels up, which means that our garden is technically ruptured, like permanently until we put in a new concrete fence panel, because a tiny tornado decided to rip it out of the ground for some reason. And yeah, I want to protect the house essentially. To be fair, it's not completely vulnerable. The garden isn't completely vulnerable. My office isn't completely vulnerable. Essentially, if anybody wanted to come into my office, come into my back garden, they would have to go through my neighbor's back garden and their neighbor's back garden as well, because like their security is still top notch. And basically, we fixed the back gate, which did break off of the house. I've got to check that before I go to bed. So yeah, I wanted to make sure the house is secure and everything, because like even though I remove everything out of my office that's valuable whenever I go away, I just didn't want the rest of the stuff in my office to be stolen or like ransacked and stuff if like somebody did actually try to break into our back garden. So there are reasons. So yeah. David stocked up the house for me and then kind of fucked off. But I'm okay with it because, yeah, like you said, solo Christmas can be pretty good. It can be pretty good. If I have the opportunity to offer somebody like some company or something, though, I don't shy away from that. When I have the house to myself, it's basically I just yeah. But yeah, be not mistaken. I am not lonely. This is actually really nice to have the house to myself. Those lights in the living room look really good. I did try to upload the video to Discord. I was going to show you guys that video real quick in the low-tech way. Yeah. That's my living room. But here are the lights, and I put these up. They look pretty cute. It's so shiny. And yeah, they cover they almost cover the back door. But yeah, I made this video for my mother. So because she wants pictures of everything. So that's fun. Looks great. Yeah. I mean, I wanted to put the tree up and everything, but yeah, the trees. Sorry, we've got two little trees because we've got a tiny house, like I said. So one big tree, no. But we've got, well, Damon had a tree, and I had a tree. For when I did the flat share thing, um, I had a mini tree for my specific room. Um, so yeah. It was something to do with like one of the people in our flat didn't celebrate Christmas, so I got a tree for myself. But yeah, when I moved in here, I brought that tree with me. So now every single year on either side of the fireplace, I put up the trees and they look pretty good. They're only like this big. That's probably an exaggeration. They're probably a bit bigger than that. They only come up to like here. That doesn't help either because you can't see my hand. You get it. They're tiny twigs. They're both tiny twigs. So yeah, I'm probably going to be doing that on Christmas Eve. Just getting those out of the way and then chilling for Christmas. But yeah, I've already given everybody their presents, so that's cool. And I've got a bunch of my own presents already, so that's pretty good. I have eaten all of the Christmas chocolate. Uncool. I only had like 2 chocolate oranges this year, and I ate one like 2 days ago. That was my last one. I ate the Toblerone like a week ago. Um, I'm quite proud of myself with this because I didn't have an allergic reaction, even though if I eat a lot of nuts, I can have an allergic reaction. I'm not really allergic to nuts, but if I eat nuts, I usually go a bit overboard. Yes, I know somebody out there somewhere is laughing their ass off, but no. If I do end up eating nuts, I usually go a bit overboard, and essentially, I can get a small allergic reaction happen. It's not actually the nuts themselves. It's actually like the food process that they actually go through. Because they have to be treated with a certain oil, and this oil is actually the thing that I'm actually allergic to. It's a whole big thing. It's a whole big thing. The point is that I had 2 big bags of honey roasted cashew nuts. My favorite. One sitting. And then I ate dinner. That was a fucking snack. Like I ate one bag and then I was like, what else was in that snack bag? I'm gonna have a look in the snack bag to see if there's anything else. I'm still kind of peckish after finishing off like a bag of sugar worth of cashew nuts. And then there was another bag of cashew nuts, and I was like, yes. I'll just have a few of those and I'll save them for later. It's gone. Cashew nuts are really nice, guys. Honey roasted caramelized cashew nuts are the best, but honey roasted cashew nuts are awesome. So yeah. How is your like blood sugary thing? I know this might sound like a super personal like bullshit and stuff, but how is your blood sugary thing going on, Sam? Are you good now? You're not like at risk of losing a digit or something. You're good, right? I remember you saying you were pretty good, or you were getting better. But not where it needs to be. Yeah. I'm sorry, dude. That would suck. That would really suck for me. Only this time of year. I'm not really that big of a sweetie person in the first place, but like, you know, whenever there are donuts, I eat the donuts. Um, like I will eat the donuts. I will eat all of the donuts. But apart from that, I'm usually pretty safe anyway. And but this time of year, Christmas time, that's when basically like well, my my genes kick in. My Santa genes actually kick in full blast, and I love cookies, specifically hobnobs. I absolutely love hobnobs, and like all of the, I will eat continuously like sweeties and stuff if anybody gives them to me. Like, yeah, it's just like late November and then all the way through December. It's like that's when the chocolate that I'm given. That's when it's like it doesn't last. It does not last at all. Like my mum came to visit on December and gave me all of that chocolate. The Toblerone, the chocolate oranges, and the bags of nuts, and it was just gone. I mean, it's gone. Since yesterday. No, since the day before yesterday. It's all been gone. So yeah. So like I said, for me, I would just not give a shit at Christmas if I was actually diabetic. You know. I mean, you've got two legs. Do you need two legs, really? I know that's not how you're supposed to think about it. I'm sorry. That's just how I think about it. Like when I was told about the whole diabetic thing before they figured out that I'm not diabetic and that it's just a blood chemistry bullshit thing going on with me. Like, I was like, do I need two legs? I kind of want a peg leg. That'll be awesome. I could be a pirate. Be a tubby pirate. Oh, maybe I can get a cybernetic leg as well. That'd be so cool. No, Sam, you're good. Don't, you're doing good. I really hate it when they basically like they talk to you as if like they don't know. Oh no, they talk to you as if they know that you know you're a fat ass. you know, they basically talk to you like the. I'm trying to explain it. It's really hard, but the way that the nurses like they're on the phone calls and stuff, they always talk to you as if you are a child almost. They're always like they won't give you any options. They'll just tell you to eat less. To not eat this kind of food and this kind of food. It's like, right, but what kind of food that I eat then? And they're like, I mean, anything else really? Just stay away from like carby stuff and like rices and stuff. Rice is a lot of carbs, and they're like, right, okay, what can I eat then? Like, well, I mean, like you can eat a lot of like we can't eat a lot of anything, and it's like, oh my god, woman, oh my god. Like, can I have a salad? It's like, yeah, as long as you don't put you only stick to like one serving, and you have like, I'm just like, yeah, okay, okay. I hate that. I hate when they do that. Like, could you just tell me what I can eat, please? Can you tell me what I can eat? ideally, tell me what I can eat a lot of, you know? But they never do that. They're always like complaining that you're eating too much. And it's like, I know. What can I have? It's like just less. It's like, right, but I want to know what I can have. See what I mean? They never do it. They never do it. I hate that. I wish I could tell you something positive. It's just that it's so annoying, you know. But yeah, I'd be good with just peg leg. I'm sorry. Hmm, I should really be more concerned about my own kind of like diabetes. Um, it's just that I don't actually have diabetes, but it's just that sometimes my blood is kind of like it's like, oh, no insulin. That's weird. It's like, no, it just means tomorrow there'll be lots of insulin. It's stupid. My body is stupid. Okay. Like we both have fucked up like stuff. It's so annoying. Right, I think we're gonna go. I've exhausted. I'm just vamping now. You know, trying to, yeah, like keep the conversation going. But it's like it's not happening. um, yeah, I will try to get all of this editing done for these two videos. Plus, I've got like two other videos as well that I filmed. I need to get those done, but they might come out after Christmas instead, depending on how I'm feeling. I'm just weirdly kind of like sometimes sick, sometimes not. I don't know what's happening. Ugh, I don't know what's happening. The weird food poisoning thing that happened to me yesterday was just so bizarre. It kind of like shook me a little bit. You know, I don't really know what to expect now. So yeah. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to get like those done, and then I'm probably gonna take it easy for the next couple of days after that, because of course it's Christmas Eve, and then it's Christmas, and I've got to get the tree done, and then I've got to like cook myself like I was gonna say a mini dinner, but I mean it's on my shirt, so yeah. But who knows? I might do a Christmas live stream if like anybody shows up, because I get it. Everyone's busy, but yeah, I'll see who's about anyway. Um, yeah. Thank you so much, mostly Sam, for being here and talking to me. And yeah, I'll try to do the live tubs weekly in the future. Live tubs weekly Christmas edition. Woo! Um, and of course, let me know if you've seen my recent videos and tell me if they're any good or not. I always like hearing criticism, even if it's bad, but constructive or non-constructive, I don't care. Belly wubs and belly sword. Thanks, Sam. I'm sorry that I went on and on about like the whole food and Christmassy bullshit. I do feel bad about it if it makes you feel better. Like, not a lot, but I still feel bad about it. I mostly just made myself feel hungry. Oh, can you eat nuts? Stupid, stupid question. But can you? I feel like that woman from The Good Place, you know? It's like, do you have some? No, shouldn't ask. But do you? I'm gonna go. Toodles.